Hello everyone and now welcome to a game. This game is taken from the WGL 2020 winter season August open season, not qualifiers, open season, as we are looking at Lawliet going up against Moon. Lawliet spawning over here as the silver night elf player on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have Moon spawning as the blue night elf player. Night Elf versus Night Elf in these 1v1 matches. Excuse me, should be a great time. Wait, what? Alright. Moon building a proxy Ancient of War and a proxy... Okay, I like... This is not your typical strategies. At all. And this is definite cheese. I still don't see an altar. The altar needs to be started right around now if you want even a tavern hero. I think this is going to be the altar right there. Yeah, so it's going to be the tavern hero timing is going to be a little bit interesting. Ancient of War is in position here. This Ancient of War obviously going to be able to finish off first, but yeah, I'm wondering what's going to go down. It is a Keeper of the Grove coming in from Lawliet, and is this Wisp going to actually scout out this location? It is not. And this is next level. This is next level cheese here. This isn't just, hey, I'm going to build some buildings close to your opponent. It's building your buildings close to your opponent, knowing that your opponent isn't going to scout this directional path. The Wisp is the Wisp even going to make its way all the way to the other side to do the bit of scouting? It's going to catch this Altar of Elders just now finishing and going, wait, what is going on? And try to perhaps play it a little bit differently. All right, Ancient of War down across over here. It's going to be taking a little bit of damage. Archer is in position right here. It's trying to show a sign of something. Ancient of War purposely reroutes itself, sitting at 20 over 20 supply. This is a single Moonwell. So 20 over 20 supply compared to, or 23 now compared to 25 as the Naga Sea Witch shows up to the party here. All right, Naga Sea Witch already showing up to the party. Keeper of the Grove purposely changed things up himself. Does not go for Ents first. Actually went for Entangle and may be able to finish off that Archer. No, I take it back. I forgot. Archers with their natural Idun's Blessing able to, outlast that Entangle a little bit longer in terms of damage, and now the units are going to try and back away once more. Naga Sea Witch pressure already coming into play. 2 Moonwells back across over here as, well, we are looking into another Moonwell being built by Moon in the base of the Night Elf. Wisp now making their way across here. Damage adding up onto that Keeper of the Grove. That damage could add up very, very quickly. There goes an Entangle. There goes a Detonation. And basically trading Wisps for mana as this one Archer trying to back away once more. All right, this Archer down to 35 hit points. Going to end up shadow melding here. What is going on? As Moon may actually end up losing one of those Archers. There it goes. All right. Entangle right there. There goes another Detonation. Naga Sea Witch wants to put in pressure onto that Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove still trying to hide in the very far back here. Moon still has a couple of Moonwells in the back as more Archers could end up being trained. No tech to tier 2. And, well, what is going to end up going down? There is another Moonwell ready for Moon in order to start healing. And we are looking at, 3 Moonwells that are pretty dry for Lawliet as well. Naga Sea Witch going to be making its way over. Damage going to be coming back across. There's that Entangle. We're going to see a Detonation. There you are, as the damage is going to start to slowly add up once again. Wisp could end up getting taken down. Low hit point Archer right there. And the Archer is actually going to spot the Ancient of War in position here and go, what the heck? Why did I not even see this? Crazy Archer battles early on as the damage is adding up. This Ancient of War coming in from Lawliet is going to end up getting canceled. Most likely the amount of damage Archers can deal to an Ancient of War as it's under construction, nothing to sneeze at, as it is forced to try and retreat. All right, units still trying to back up here. And damage adding in. Naga Sea Witch low on mana. There's a Dust of Appearance trying to finish off that Archer. Archer, however, with enough Moonwells in the back to keep it alive, at least for now, and it is going to continue to shadow meld and back away, able to stay alive right by its gold mine. All right. Archer Wars, 6 Archers coming back across once more. More Archers getting trained up. These Moonwells in the back. 36 over 40 supply. But Lawliet actually has the Moonwell advantage. He has a little bit more Moonwells than his opponent, and well, we'll finish off an Archer there to have now the supply lead. However, the Keeper of the Grove is low on hit points and having a difficult time trying to keep his own units alive. Yes, I believe the Keeper of the Grove has been able to keep his units alive a little bit longer. Are we going to see a Wisp detonate? Yes, we are. Keeper of the Grove completely out of mana now. Do we have Dust of Appearance? No, we do not. And without Dust of Appearance, the archers are just going to naturally start shadow melding. But the number of archers as they start hiding is just going to go, well, lower and lower too. The archers should really be making their way in. And here's a reveal in order to finish off a couple of those units. Keeper of the Grove trying to back away. Naga Sea Witch going after a couple of those archers. And there you are. They are back on the other side as the units are just trying to retreat back once more. Is Lawliet going to end up getting the surround? Yes, he is. There is going to be a surround on that Keeper of the Grove. It gets taken down. Level 2 now on Moon's Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch first in this battle. And what is all of these archers? What are they going to do? They're going to head off, perhaps head over to the Fountain of Health, try to heal back up, and wait for the other the hero to come back out. The Keeper of the Grove is trying to get resurrected, but it doesn't look like it will be able to stay alive for very long. Meanwhile, a lone archer dealing some terrible damage back across over here, and in comes the Keeper of the Grove, getting resurrected at the tavern. Keeper of the Grove now trying to make its rounds back out. Boots of Speed coming into play on that Naga Sea Witch as more damage still getting added in. All right, all of these archers getting resurrected. 37 supply compared to 36. Moon, technically slightly behind, but no, it's going to start to take the lead here. Moon still playing some crazy matches as we're going to be looking at perhaps the rest of these Moonwells getting taken down. We are teching the tier 2. All right, this is odd. We are teching the tier 2. We are getting up a Tree of Life here, and we are also looking at a lone archer. Well, I don't know what's really going off there. Are we going to perhaps be seeing damage being done on the other side here? This Tree of Life. Well, Keeper of the Grove, this entire base is pretty much empty. And are we going to see a base race scenario at the 7-minute mark of this game? That does seem to be the case. Are we actually going to be swapping bases here in just a moment, as this Tree of Life is now down to 700 hit points and falling far too quickly? All right, Keeper of the Grove on the far side. Tree of Life is about to fall down here. This Tree of Ages is getting repaired, and this Tree of Life is in serious trouble. Moon might actually lose this. In comes the Scroll of Town Portal. In comes the repairs, and it looks like that Tree of Life, well, does end up surviving just a little bit right there. All right, Ancient of War is in position to fight back. Moon needs to, well, repair this this Tree of Ages and start mining once again. And now Lawliet doesn't seem to be in that bad of a spot. It was a forced base race, and I was pretty sure Moon had sold his Scroll of Town Portal already. So by selling that Scroll of Town Portal already, he was in a little bit of a tight spot. He needed to buy another one, and now this Ancient of War, will it get the improved bows? That is the question, and the improved bows will have a big impact. And yes, the improved bows does finish in time. So improved bows for those 16 to 18, is it improved bows for everyone? Okay, everyone has improved bows. 700 range going up against 700 range. All right. Naga Sea Witch now back across over here, going after some of those archers. However, Naga Sea Witch is turning into a pincushion with all of those archers right there. Ancient of War fighting up against, trying to take down some more of those other buildings as the Naga Sea Witch shows up. Moonwell, just drink from that Moonwell already to heal back up, get a little bit of hit points, perhaps even get a little bit of mana as well, as this Ancient of War down to 700 hit points. But remember, Nature's Blessing was actually researched, giving an additional bit of armor as well. All right, Ancient of Wonders being built down here. Multiple Ancients of War in position, as we are going to be looking at the archers now make their way back off to the north. 40 over 40 supply. Tree of Ages, only 2 armor. Nature's Blessings trying to be added. Goblin Tinker being added into the mix, as well as the Pocket Factory should be able to deal large amounts of damage to that Tree of Ages. Coming back down to the south here, well, archers, Pocket Factory on both sides, and and the Ancient of War here is going to end up getting taken down as well. What is Moon doing? Moon's building another Ancient of War down to the south, as there is plenty of repairs getting underway. The Clockwork Goblins should actually be going after these wisps instead. As they die, they will also be dealing damage to that Tree of Ages. Thank you for the follow. Meanwhile, back down across over here, Goblin Tinker and Naga Sea Witch is trying to put pressure to finish off all of these units. All right, entangle onto the Tinker. Tinker can try to break free, does exactly that, but no real home field advantage at all, as there is no Moonwells inside the base. Naga Sea Witch going after all of these units once more, and the Pocket Factory was finally taken down. It looks like Nature's Blessing will be completed for Moon, as Moon now tries to train up some more wisps. Ancient of Wars able to uproot and engage right now. Ancient of Wars 7 armor and Ancient of Wonder 7 armor, and we're gonna look. Wait, are they ever actually able to fight each other? I thought they're melee. That's like the biggest melee distance I've ever seen. What is that about? All right, Ancient of Wonders continuing to fight their way through. Tinker, Tinker, and also Naga Sea Witch making their way down. Right, you could fit another tree in between that. I don't know. I guess tree versus tree, that melee distance just seemed rather large. All right, Ancient of War rerouting itself to get fortified armor there in order to prevent some of that damage. They're fighting with some invisible wind magic. Like, I'm gonna slap you really hard. I'm gonna slap you so hard the wind for my slap is gonna be the thing that really deals the damage. Right? Is that what they're going? Long branches, maybe. All right. 34 supply compared to 35. Moon is currently upside down on supply right here. Both sides have Goblin Tinkers as their second heroes. And strangely enough, we are 12 minutes into this game almost without a level 3 hero. Yeah, really strange, really unorthodox. Moon opening up, trying to get Lawliet off of his strategy and off of his game. We see 2 Tavern heroes coming in from Moon with that Naga Sea Witch and that Goblin Tinker, as we're also looking at Moon clearing out this center Ogre Lord creep camp, a rather difficult creep camp to clear out, but with the archers and all of their damage, able to amass up a good amount still. Ancient of War now making its way over here to the Moonwells. Moonwells of Moon may actually end up getting all destroyed and losing some of that precious healing. Back off to the north, Moon's Night Elf base finally looking like a Night Elf base with some Moonwells being constructed inside. Tree of Life being placed down now by Lawliet. Yeah, Tree of Life now being placed down by Lawliet. Goblin Tinker with a Ring of Regeneration should be able to heal up a little bit as the Naga Sea Witch and the Goblin Tinker looking to clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp here. Alright, should be not that big of an issue at all, as the archers are going to be able to deal a large amount of damage, and the Fountain of Health keeping alive all these units. Goblin Tinker will most likely stay at level 2 here. There's actually enough creeps out here taking down the Red Drake. The Goblin Tinker and these 4 Shoal Berserkers, is it going to give him level 3? No, not quite enough. Naga Sea Witch also quite on its way to level 4. We're looking at 44 supply compared to 37. True Shot Aura given to the Goblin Tinker. My goodness, could the items get any better for Moon at this point? True Shot Aura for the archers, giving a 10% damage bonus to all of the range units right here, and the Goblin Tinker will be able to get to level 3. Sometimes all you need is the right items, as we should be getting level 2 Pocket Factory. Alright, level 2 Pocket Factory would have done a large amount of damage here. Keeper of the Grove does a quick check, sees, wait a second, there is nothing really going on here. Entangle onto an archer, as the Ancient of War fighting its way back. Ancient of War down to 500 hit points, dropping slowly and steadily. Naga Sea Witch is in position as well. I'm going to go ahead and try and finish down some of these Ents, as we see Pocket Factories to the north and south of this Ancient of War, as they're going to try and engage here in just a moment. Alright, Naga Sea Witch with those cold arrows slowing down. Fork Lightning coming back across, finishes off another archer right there, and it looks like one more archer could possibly get taken down. There it goes. Ancient of War needs to, well, eat up some additional trees here, get back up to full hit points, as the Tree of Life being built in the center portion of the map in order for that expansion. Tree of Life down here as well, halfway entangling that gold mine. And this is going to be important. If Lawliet can establish this, it will be, well, at least a 600 gold advantage before his opponent's Tree of Life is established. Keeper of the Grove making its way back out onto the field here. Clarity Potion, or a Potion of Mana being used right there. We see an Entangle trying to, well, stop some of these archers, and so many Wisp detonations being used across the board. Moons, one Ancient of War should finally get taken down. There it goes. Level 3, going up against a level 3 as well. This Pocket Factory is going to give, no, not going to give the Sea Witch level 4. Awfully close, though, as the Keeper of the Grove, well, going to end up taking a lot of damage, as the Naga Sea Witch with those cold arrows able to get additional shots off as well. There goes an Entangle onto the Goblin Tinker. Goblin Tinker, Staff of Preservation, saves the Keeper of the Groves. The Goblin Tinker now trying to back away. Are we going to see a Fork Lightning? Yes, there you are, followed by Cold Arrow, and that's going to be 2 dead archers, adding in even more. Oh, Goblin Tinker going to be in trouble. Potion of Invulnerability was transferred, but not used in time. Unable to use that there, as the Keeper of the Grove shows up in as well. All right, Moon playing on a razor's edge once more, down to 34 supply after losing that Goblin Tinker, as Lawliet is going to get the opportunity to mine in peace at this entangled gold mine. With that said, Moon, not to be outdone with expansions, setting up his own expansion in the center portion of the map. 41 over 50 supply compared to 49 over 70. We're looking at this mass archer army now making its way forward, and, well, I guess the answer to True Shot Aura on the Naga Sea Witch is True Shot Aura on a Priestess of the Moon, as that damage is going to start adding up very, very quickly as well. Add in, perhaps, even adding in an Orb of Venom onto the Keeper of the Grove. That is going to be a very big deal indeed. We are trying to go to Tree of Eternity for Moon, but that Orb of Venom makes hit and run tactics much more dangerous for Moon, as the Orb of Venom would just add in damage over time. That may be, that may be too little too late now, as Moon is trying to tech to tier 3, but I don't think he'll be able to fend off this attack whatsoever. Tree of Life from Moon is about to fall. And not only is the expansion going to fall, the gold investment at this center base all lost as well, not being able to pay for it whatsoever, as it didn't do any real mining. All right, going back home, Priestess of the Moon going shopping at the Ancient of Wonders, Staff of Preservation turning into Staff of Shopping. Come on, their Orb of Venom as that second item. All right. Going back and forth, you're going to see that Wisp detonate right there. How else is everything else going to go down here? Are we going to be looking at Owl Scouts being used by the Priestess of the Moon in order to get a little bit of sight damage added in across all of these units right here? That is a lot of items. Replenishment Potion picked up perhaps by the Keeper of the Grove. Tome of Strength adding in a little bit of extra strength right there. But I think the writing is on the wall. Short of a major meltdown by Lawliet, Moon just doesn't have enough to really combat his opponent's hero level advantage, army size advantage, and economic advantage. He's winning on essentially all 3 fronts, unless Moon's major micro makes masterful difference. Trying to keep all of that going. Keeper of the Grove gets an Entangle off onto that archer. Meanwhile, Goblin Tinker trying to engage right there. Has to be very careful. The Moon is, well, Howl of Terror, no, Pit Lord comes back on the other side, throws down Rain of Fire and says, you know what, your archers who like to stand around firing arrows, that's not going to work against me. However, an Entangle might be able enough to finish off that Pit Lord before it really gets done. Triple Tavern Hero, not enough though, as well. Moon throws in the GG. Lawliet wins this game after an opening proxy Moonwell and proxy Ancient of War. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.